Right, let's get it underway then. Nice to play something that isn't crowd control now. Jings. Yesterday was a bit brutal. Hopefully today won't be, but you never know. It's Mega Man 11. I've never played this game before, but I'm quite familiar with the Mega Man series in general, at least the classic ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, bit of 5, and after that, it's all very hazy. In any case, Recakes put this game forward, and they said beat the game on normal mode in 3.5 hours, and I thought normal mode, that doesn't sound too bad. But this game's difficulty settings are newcomer, casual, normal, and superhero. Not really sure I'm ready to jump right into superhero, but never mind, we'll get it done as we're stipulated. Or so we hope. Predictions should be open, so you'll have about 30 minutes to stake your claim on that. I feel vaguely confident. 3.5 hours for a Mega Man game, especially a modern one. Come on, how hard could it be? Let's go, timer will start as soon as we have control. Until then, I think we get some story, dare I say. Ah, it's Dr. Light again.
All systems nominal. You're in great shape, Blockman.
All thanks to you, Doc. You built me rock solid. Well, I can hear the construction yard calling. Block out.
Good luck out there. Roll, how many checkups are left?
Let's see. We just finished with Block Man. That leaves Torch Man, Acid Man, Impact Man, Bounce Man, Fuse Man, Tundra Man, and Blast Man. Just 7 to go.
Oh, brother, there's no end to them. Doc, how about giving your favorite assistant a break?
I don't need a break, Otto. You know, for a robot, you sure do complain a lot. Now let's crank it up a gear.
Oh, I ain't a machine. I am, but still.
Mr. Torchman, please proceed to the... Oh, earthquake!
What on earth? Roll, Otto, hurry to me!
Splendid to see you again, Light.
Wily!
Doctor, what's going on? Stand back, everyone. I'll handle this.
Mega Man!
This is no time for your heroics. I've simply come to give Dr. Light a message.
Then kindly be quick about it.
Of course. You see, I recalled some old research. The very invention you so coldly crushed when we were students together. Or has your memory failed you?
Our university days. That device. It can't be.
Oh, but it can! Your objections wouldn't stifle me forever. I have perfected my design. And now we'll see who was right all along.
Dr. Light, what's the ruckus?
Perfect timing. The lot of you will make excellent test subjects.
Wow! Who are you calling test subjects?
Quickly, you must all run and hide!
Too late. Speed gear.
My robots!
Over here, Light.
That speed! What have you done?
Dang it! Nobody blocks Block Man! Let those robots go, Dr. Wily!
I have a better idea. At last the world will bow down to the genius of Dr. Wily.
Doctor, I'll go after Wily.
Wait, Mega Man! Wily's invention is called the Double Gear System. It's designed to push robots far beyond their normal strength and speed. If he really has completed it, I'm afraid you won't stand a chance.
But we can't just let him get away!
Mega Man, I can tell you won't be stopped. Very well. This is the prototype double gear system that Wily developed back at Robot University. If I install this into your circuits, you may be able to stop him. But it's dangerous. Double gear places great strain on robot systems.
I can take it, Doctor. I want to do this no matter the cost. Hook me up!
As you wish. The installation will take some time. There's a lot of work to do. The double gear system is fully installed. Megaman, rise and shine!
Go get him, Mega Buddy! And remember, your old pal Otto is here to help out.
Megaman, that dirty Wily won't know what hit him.
Megaman, you're doing a noble thing. Be careful out there.
Doctor, roll. Otto. I'll be back soon.
Okay, that was physically painful. Let's hope there's not too much of that. Right, let's hear about this double gear system then.
Speed gear.
It's a bit disingenuous, I already checked out how this works, but we'll all find out together.
Power gear.
So you can press right button to activate speed gear and left gear for power gear. Wonderful. So we jump. Looks like a just time-limited ultra power attack. The Kaioken times 2.
Speed up.
And then the opposite of frame skip, just slows everything down. A massive crutch, but who knows, maybe it'll be relevant to the game at some point. Let's come out of this and ignore all of that. And make our first choice. We'll start a timer as soon as we choose our first buddy here. Now, I don't know which one to go for. Some obvious things, I bet Torch Man obliterates Tundra Man. I have a feeling that Blast Man would take care of Impact, or possibly Block Man. But why doesn't chat choose the one we start off with? We'll just take a finger in the air on this one. You choose the first level we go for. And then we'll get going with it. There are 8 stages, but God knows there might be refights. There'll almost definitely be a Wily Fortress, as is typical for this kind of game. Well, I can't change my volume when I'm in-game here. This is one of those lovely games that blocks input when the window is active. Tundra Acid, Tundra Bounce, 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 Bounce. Okay, there's a lot of love for bouncing, so let's go Bounce Man. Let's get that timer going. And let's obliterate Megaman 11. Excuse me, I'm obliterating myself here. Right, how's this all going to work then? We have these usual things that go faster when you're on their level. Oh, I see! I'm unsure why we need a robot for this, but we have a robot for this. Lots of bouncy balls. I wonder, can Megaman slide? No, but he sure can bounce. Right, yeah, he can slide, but I'm wondering if he can slide along these surfaces here. No, that's a Mega Man X thing. Picking up some kind of power there, not sure the purpose. That's our slowdown thing, that's our superpower thing, and looks like we can summon Rush Coil. And then we have this slappy thing. Can I turn it around? Looks like it. 3, 2, 1. You gonna slap me across? Amazing. This is just weird. This is really weird. Okay, let's get out of here. I don't like it. Wall jump is too advanced for Mega Man Classic. Yeah, but that's fine, right? If you want these advanced abilities, but you don't want to ruin the purity of the original Mega Man experience, then this seems just fine. Wait, the balloons hurt? Mega madness. Do I want that life-looking thing? No, I don't think I care enough. I'm assuming that head was a life. In classic Mega Man, grabbing your own head has always been a life up. I mean, overall, it feels like it's just playing exactly like the Mega Man games for the NES. Same enemies, they've just been given a bit of a 3D look. Right, I need that thing dispatched with. Right, so it looks like I need to make the first one go around and then to race against time to get round to the other ones. A race against time, which I just failed. And failed again. Don't worry, we'll get there eventually. Jake and Failure, name a more iconic duo. Pretty much anything. That said, my success rate hasn't been amazing lately. Ah, there we go. The upward slap, I didn't need to jump across them at all. God, they rob a lot of control away from you when you go up with these. Whee! Less wee. Ah, young and winning. Oh, man. Every day that passes makes me more excited for the Misery Marathon. There we go. Right, what's required of me here? Oh, well, before that, let's grab some health. Such tempting odds on failure. Come now, as if I'd be failing here. Right, screw this, Rush Coil, help us out. I don't think this is a boss, it's probably just a mid-boss. Okay. Mid-boss whose weak point is the eyes, most likely. Oh no, it just makes more of these things. Oh, I see, that must be the weak point then. There we go. Easily dispatched. Weird mid-boss, but there you go. After yesterday evening, everything is supportive by comparison. Yesterday was great fun, but man, that kind of CC was very much exhausting. Dang. Gotta hit jump or else you won't get the big height off of the balloons. Not liking the live situation though, maybe I should have gotten that other one. No, you can just hold jump actually and you get maximum height off of these. There we go. Whew. Bottomless pits continue to make me feel antsy. Okay, we're looking good. We're only 7 minutes in. This level's as good as done. But how are we meant to get across here, I wonder? How indeed. I imagine I want to be slapped up onto this thing. And then just make my way across. Easy peasy. Alright, balloons hurt. Oh well, here we go. Compared to Castlevania and Contra, this is easy pickings. Kinda glad we're getting this out of the way first though. This whole bouncy balloon stuff is a whole load of ass. Up you come, and down you go. Certainly want that E-tank though. Clearly didn't want it enough. There's a massive preference for payouts if you're on the lose lobby, but me losing Megaman? Not gonna happen. Sometimes you just gotta be reasonable. Tell you something else that's reasonable and not gonna happen. This game's not getting a positive review on me for Steam. Plugged in my DualShock controller, it doesn't give me DualShock prompts. Come on Capcom, try harder. Even true. Oh, see, now this is how you find the people that don't actually have any principles in life. They say they'll always vote in the lose lobby, and then something like this comes along and they go, well, just this once. Just this once I'll vote win. Wait, what in the world? Ah, right, same fight, but this time with bouncy floor. Hold on, I can use my power here, can't I? For all the good that did us. Well, that's pretty bad. What are you meant to do? Oh god, that's a far bit to send us back to. Might actually be doing over this level at this rate. Yeah, not sure what to do about that whole forced bouncing when dealing with him. I know how to deal with Wario Bot though. Sandbagging has begun. Never. Don't know why people claim I sandbag. I think that's just what people say when they're on one lobby and something happens that makes them suddenly sweat. They say, oh, it must be the sandbagging. I wonder if enemies drop life pickups in this one. How did I do this again? I did you, and then I waited a bit, and I did you. Easy peasy. Ah, see, Heldon sticks to his principles. See him still in the lose lobby like he always says he is. Wouldn't be caught but dead betraying his beliefs. Sincerely doubt it, but I wonder if the E-tank is back. Nope, if man could be so lucky. There we go. Jinx, I actually really don't want to game over on this level. This bouncing ball stuff is a pain in the butt. I don't have any abilities to take you out easier with, but all this forced bouncing, I don't know how to avoid your... licky swing thing. Perhaps with some speed gear, I can jump over you. Yeah, hey, that works. Oops-a-daisy. Glad my Mega Brain helped me out with that. Means I also have to time all my shots to him when I'm bouncing around like this. Don't even need the speed gear. Sod off jumping on the lose lobby now. I was just in line to get 1,000,000 points if Jake lost. 1,000,000 points. Come on, everyone wants to be a millionaire, Helden. Don't rob everybody else of it. Oh, Jesus, just what I needed. Bottomless pits. So I guess I want to be slapped up to the top there. Oh, crap. Well, we get to do that level again. There we go, just to invite some people over to Helden's lobby. Jeez, I already hate this level. There's something very evil about taking control away from your platforming actions in a platformer. God damn it, could you wait 5 minutes before failing? Those odds. Come on, I'm trying to be fair here. Fair to everybody, Raku. Gotta say, the music's pretty bad. I hope the other levels get considerably better music, because good music is meant to be a staple of Mega Man games. Maybe I should get that life, all things considered. But how? Maybe you need a rush ability to get to it. Unless you can get a really big jump from jumping high, but I don't think so. Back wheel. Is this Mega Man of the same composer? It doesn't feel like it. I forget how I got across all this. Oh yeah, I got slapped up, of course. Not like that, I didn't. There we go. Don't worry, the earlier Mega Man levels are always the hardest because you don't have any Mega abilities, so you gotta fight everything with your Mega Buster. Otherwise, all these pickups would be very nice for us. I joined the lose lobby with 0 points. Luckily, my government prevented a game gamble. Yeah, so have some other countries just gone against the whole gambling on Twitch now? Somebody was saying that Denmark had turned into Belgium. Maybe it was Sid. Sid always struck me as a closet Belgian. I think when I have them disabled I should do... Like, can I mix? No, I don't think I can mix power up and speed. Even though you'd think a Scot would mix speed with anything. Oh, that was rotten. How did he hit me forward there? That was a weird power-up. It looks like it flicked between energy and an E-tank. And an E-tank certainly would have been welcome. Glad I waited 29 minutes to vote, says Boom, who went onto the lose lobby. Do we have it finished up then? Looks like it's 4.1 million versus 1.6 million. Ah, to that. You shall soon see the error in your ways. Alright, how'd this one go? First I needed you down. Oh, there we go. That's the life I'm looking for. Okay, so enemies do drop lives. I'm assuming much like the OG games, it's... wrong way round. It's much like once every 200 and something kills. Well, this is nothing short of infuriating. Right, sick of this. I'm just gonna have a rush coil help me out here. Let's go, dog. Well, it works except when it doesn't. Okay, it's continuing to go badly. Come on, there we go. Lost most of my health to that. Let's hope I don't lose the rest here. With the health drops. 10% through the type. Ooh, don't say that. I don't want to hear that. Sadly, that there isn't health. Also, where's the E-tank? Oh, I have the E-tank. Ah. I could still make use of it then, as long as I don't fall down the soup again. Fortunately, there's some health just for us, and now we take on other bouncy frog thing. Alright, now we'll give him the full power. Easy peasy. Ah, geez, less easy peasy. I'm gonna assume this just slaps us across. Okay, whew! That felt like a trust exercise. Oh, whew. Right, let's have less of that rush. Oh, I'm almost out of rush. I was wondering if there'd be bottomless pits. And there absolutely are here. Jake doesn't like bottomless pits. Okay, there must be something over here. Probably need a rush for it. I think we'll need to bounce high on this thing. How high? Higher than that. Easy now. Dare not smudge the finish, although I do want that. This is so infuriating. Damn these bouncy balls. Right, so doubtlessly have to jump down and then jump up. What have we here? Heavens knows. Probably way back up if you fail somehow, but I don't trust that. I bet there's something else that's nice over here. No, I think that's just there if you miss the jump. What an infuriating level. And I mean, I don't even mind Airman that much in Megaman 2. Oh, don't mind getting that either. No, I saw the big arrow. I just figured it was so obvious and quick to get to that there must be something else. Alright, boss time. Only took 25 minutes, and that's assuming we actually beat the boss here.
Wanna bounce with me?
No. Right, so what's your shindig?
I can't bounce like this.
Okay, you punch. Right, I see. So I need to be careful of you doing that. Oh jeez, need to be a bit more wary than that. Oh. I'm getting a bit bullied here. There we go.
Aw, playtime's over.
That was worrisome. Sets a bad tone for how this run's gonna go. Okay, there we go. Since I had to take an E-tank for that, I was dangerously close to being the end of our run on this level, but we made it. Right, what in the world is bounce ability gonna do for us? Wonder if it lets us test it out. Okay, we fire bounce balls, that's a bit better. I was worried that it might be something like you do a bit of bouncing. Okay, we can also do aimed attacks, that could actually be rather useful. Great. Okay, what's bounce probably good against? I bet it wouldn't work so well against Block Man for some reason. Let's bounce our way through Blast Man, because I feel like Blast Man could tear apart Block or Impact Man. Probably Block. Right, is there a quick way to switch between abilities though? Looks like there is. Sweet. Let's go. I like the sound of this Blast Man adventure. Ah, cool, fuses. Right, we've had our fun, now I need to activate my gamer instinct and not die horribly. Also, come over here and blow up, I want this. There we go. I don't know what good the screws are. Hang on. I think the store page mentioned something about being able to spend currency. Ah, oh, come on, Rush. I'll needed that. Well, I don't need it, but I want it. Come to think of it. No, I got 2 lives. No E-tanks. We're fine. No, I want that. Gib. Right, fuse is gonna... well, it's gonna do a bunch of things. Screw it all. Oh, was that a bottomless pit or was it a secret? The eternal question I have when playing any game. Since there's another one right there, I'm guessing it's a bottomless pit. Out of my way. You're winning to do... what is that? It's not an E-tank, it's a W-tank. Okay, I'll never know. What's the story here? Maybe we just have to exhaust them as they go around like this. Oh no, I can shoot into it when they're around the side like that. Aha. Okay. Right. Figured there was a gimmick I was missing here. I need to shoot them into their own thing when I have it all burning up. Or not. Okay, well, whatever. Down they go. And almost down I go. Low on health here pretty badly. Fortunately, the game helps us out there. Maybe I could try out my bouncy balls for a change. Okay, they don't give 2 hoots about my bouncy balls. What are the odds on that being instant death? I'd say 1 out of 1. Alright, let's go for it. Whee. It's fine. Mega Man's mega fine. It'll be just like the spread gun, Jake. Use it before you get swapped back to default. But and that'll take care of you. But then there's this minor problem. Ow! You're right, Mega Man. We can't lose now, so stop losing. Ooh, he jumps to shoot. What is that? Oh, it's just nothing. Oh, Jesus. Well, not sure how I could have got out of that. It was pit or collision. Okay, let's go, Mega Man. Let's get our bouncy balls back. This proved to be a bit of a problem, but I bet if I give him the old bouncy ball treatment... No, not more power. Keep missing between those two inputs. Oh jeez, that is tight. I don't like that. Games that require both L1 and L2, and R1 and R2, ooh, they tend to do me in. Such as the... Oh, wow. Such as the Super Nintendo player curse. It is convenient though, I'll give it that. Come on game, lose lobby is dependent on you. It's my last life. I better start playing serious here. I'm gonna feel it. Lucky wouldn't let me live it down. He says, with very little health left. You made me look into Dom 5 seriously now. Why now? Alright, well at least you're no longer a threat, and I take your health, and we go. God, Christ, it was this. Right, and you, I should just dispatch, because this ended up being a problem. Okay, so we can time that. Sweet. Get me away from those things. Yeah, no E-tanks, no lives. If I even get to the boss, this will be a treat. Worry not, just keep moving. Hopefully there wasn't some kind of bonus in that area that I was missing. Oh, this isn't a bonus, and I'm not missing this. Now these things don't seem to drop anything, which is a shame. Alright, half health, Blast Man. Let's hope he really hates bounce. Not least of all because I don't have much of it left.
Time to begin the countdown. Explosion is art. Blow you sky high.
Did that do anything?
A-Rain. A-Rain. Heads up. There you go. A-Rain.
What is this? Okay. Had him until he had those freezy ones. Don't know how to deal with that, but we'll figure it out. Alright, I know it looks pretty bad, but don't worry. We're just feeling it out. Yeah, this level I think was faster because I didn't have all those damn bouncy balloons. Okay, let's go. Damn, there must be some way to quickly... Ah, perhaps if I used my slow down time ability, I would have been fine there. Win lobby putting in the advice. Yeah, Borum, if you're angry at someone, you're meant to punish them, not belay them with gifts, but whatever floats your boat. You can always do things your own way, after all. Yeah, given the layout of that thing, I'm almost certain it is not a friendly thing to go down that. Oh, we can also pass by the exploding barrels quickly enough, okay. Rush can't get us up there. Mid-boss, which we fully understand now. Easy does it. Not very forthcoming with the drops, so that's okay. I hate the interface and the graphics. The game itself is brilliant. I've been trying to tell people, lest they listen. Jeez, those jumps are cruel. This one never went so well for me, so let's... Let's just do that. Not even bother with the other guy, there was no need. Just kill and keep moving. Oh! Should have seen that coming. That was nasty stuff. Another life lost for no good reason. Damn. Although it does confirm that those are indeed one-hit KOs. So at least we learned something. Something I find very difficult about taking in this game visually. It's a very busy game. Lots of bright, shiny lights, lots of bloom. Oh, that was bad. Accidentally hit down for a slide rather than a jump there, so I went straight into the one-hit kills. Right, this is going really badly, actually. How can I stand to be a Megaman master after this performance? Speak for yourself, says Helden Millionaire UK. Soon to be millionaire. Right, what happens if I hit that, go into these, and then... Whoop. There we go. It even gave me an achievement for it, acknowledging the fact that you can use your iframes to avoid death. Right, how about we just have a game of me avoiding you? I like that game. Whew, what I don't like is the health situation. It is pretty bad for me. And there'll be others that just say speak for yourself, no doubt. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's move. I see it now. I see that E-tank. I want that E-tank. Do I have a way of getting to it? Ah, you have a way of getting to it before everything explodes, but not at... Oh, crap. We're locked in here. One health left, huh? That's a problem. One health and no lives. I guess we're doing this level again. How can Jake fail this much at a Megaman game? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's just not coming together. I like to think of myself as pretty good at Megaman games, but between this and Roll-chan No Constancy, I'll have to reevaluate that. I'm not sure I want that health. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted Rush, but I was too late, so no extra Mega Life for me. Come on, Mega Dweeb. This time we're not gonna... Ah, if you ride the bus you can get up there, but I could always just rush my way up. Mega Man games are pretty good at teaching you mechanically how everything works, with their own stage environments, which I've always appreciated. Don't know how I'm meant to get up there though. I suppose a rush ability to get me up, and I guess it's a weapon restore. Didn't work at all. A lot of things ain't working at all here. Come on, gotta pull the finger out for this. I feel like I'm massacring these poor buggers. Okay, got here, no lives lost, but let's try and keep it that way. We're wanting no easy losses to these spikes, please. Make my life easier by taking out the pilot instead of having to wait for him to come down and fight me mano a mano.
Speed gear.
Whoop.
Speed up.
There we go, good. Makes me feel a little safer about going over those spikes if we do it all slow-mo. Okay. You really are something, aren't you? How about I just ignore you altogether? Ooh, I like that. He still gets his shot in, though. Alright. Less out of you. Give me that. Yeah, the health situation might be grim, because it is. Alright, screw you then. Bye-bye. Checkpoint here if nothing else. I should risk all or save none for that E-tank though. Oh. Or just die, that's another way of doing it. How does it compare with older Megamans? Mechanically much the same, visually a bit overstimulating for me. Alright, see if we can't make our way over for that E-tank. Oh no, you have to jump up and over there for the E-tank, so I miss it. You gotta commit immediately for it. Alright, Blast Man. Let's have at. We're gonna try our bouncy balls at him. Harder to miss him with these, at least. Anyone notice if these are actually hurting him? I think they are. Giving me a bit much to look at, though. Right, these things are weird. Ah, I see, they're on a detonator. Aha! Bye-bye. Oh, well, he gets his own power gear, doesn't he? Oh, Christ! I see. Right, well, we have everything we need to know to deal with him, right?
Retaliate or detonate. Explosion is art.
Alright, so I just gotta play it safe with his regular attacks, which is easy enough to do. Just gotta keep shooting, don't worry about hitting him or not hitting him. Some of them will hit, as long as I dodge his attacks completely, that's okay. If I dodge them completely, that's okay. Jeez. This is where things get a little bit what the heck. Okay, so I can't jump over that. That is unfortunate for me. Oh no, none of that, please. Is he actually taking any damage in his mega form there? Oh! Oh jeez, this is going so badly. Right, let's go back to stage select, shall we? Actually, don't we have like a... Oh god, we got loads of parts and things here. God knows what all that means. I see a Dr. Light's lab thing here.
Megaman, I've made a breakthrough.
Okay, Mega.
Hold on, I have 1,240 screws? Gives you another chance, gives you an energy...
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Wow, I could buy tons of these.
Are you sure? Ta-da! All ready. Good luck.
Halves all
out
damage
there,
taken during the stage where you use this item. Ah, consumables.
Mega. Are you sure?
However,
Ta-da! Are you sure? Ta-da!
I wonder if we can go to the place during the levels. Okay, never mind that. Let's try taking on Acid Man. Jeez, that's like an hour gone. This might as well have been a 2.5 hour challenge then. That does not bode well. Alright, let's go. Okay, spiders attack from the sky. Or weird spider bot things. And they let out these weird mini spiders. It's like Resident Evil. Both Capcom games, so it makes sense. Purely, what's been happening is I've been playing the really difficult levels, and now it's nothing but the easy levels for me. That's how it'll work. I would know I'm a connoisseur of these kinds of games. Those look like instant death spikes. Be careful though. Well, I don't know if they're instant death, but they sure look instant deadly, don't they? I wonder if that acid is instant death. Maybe it just hurts. Not sure I want to take the risk, but... Okay, maybe it just hurts. Not sure how much I should just be damage boosting through all this. Ah, no, it looks like it's safe until this nasty gunk goes into it. Ah. Awesome. Give me the screws, give me the money. I wonder if these little spiderlings actually drop. Uh-oh. I was wondering if they would drop me some health, but perhaps not. Oh, I need something to drop me health. Oh, that'll do. Too close for comfort, that. That's rather nice, though. Easy access life. Easy does it there. I have a feeling we're going to face this boss again, but have death spikes on the wall. Okay, we do indeed gotta fight. Now come on, Mega Man. Do these somewhat disturbing shoots. But when I have multiple abilities to scroll through, I'm gonna be all sorts confused. Super Nintendo brain can barely handle it. No, not the spiders. Is it going to go back to normal? Also, what is that I pick up? Right, gotta say Acid Man's going a whole lot better. I need to keep up this pace, though, for just about every level that I'm gonna come across, having burned an hour for no good reason. Okay. It suddenly started flowing to the right. And straight into the spike I go. Well now. Oh, there's no doubt in our mind, though, that those are one-hit kills, as if there ever was. It's that horrible combo of gotta go fast because I can't afford to make to waste any times, and then you make more mistakes thanks to going fast. Well, what's a man to do? He needs to win, that's what. Right, let's not fall for it again. We go down, it flows left, we stay left, and then the moment it hits right... Oh, okay, that goes too high and squishes us. I realized my folly just moments before it happened. The path is lit, the way is clear, we only need strength to follow it. It says card-carrying member of the Lose Lobby. There we go. Had a feeling it had a nice health drop for me. Plenty of health drops. Game's been generous. Suspiciously so. Right, again, hold left, because that is a very cruel instant death right there. Okay, that, by all accounts, should have been death for me, but that one bit of boot of Megaman's must have been super reinforced. That's okay. There we go. How am I doing on lives? Fine. Ah, jeez. Well, back we go. Goodness, these instant death things are a bit obnoxious. Oh, McCain, it does not fare well. An hour burnt, 1 level done to show for it. 1 out of the 8 starting levels. It is Mega Man tradition for there to be more than the 8 starting levels. How long to beat says 4 hours, 52 to finish the main storyline. But as a Mega Man master, I surely have to do better than that. Oh! Well, now this is getting grimbo. It says 2 hours 45 to beat it rushed. See, what does rushed even mean on how long to beat? Yeah, we are rushing, that's for sure. We haven't used much of rush on this level. I'm not sure if we've used rush at all on this level. No idea what that thing is. I wonder if it's currency. This death here, though, left me a little raw. Okay, let's go. It's real simple, just land on the platform. Land on the other platform. Let's go. And what killed me around here? Oh yeah, there's a particularly nasty jump. Oh right, I don't have low gravity anymore. I had enough fun with low gravity yesterday. Okay, for better or for worse. Note, it is worse. We're coming across the boss now. I will happily take one death in our first encounter. After that, he's gotta die. And I'm hoping that Acid is severely weak to my bouncy balls. Oh, not when he's got an acid barrier going for him. So, when does your acid barrier go away? Okay. Maybe you have to shoot enough to get rid of the acid barrier. Well, do or die. It's our last life. Oh, okay, that does something. Excuse me. Jesus. Alright, gotta make through the acid barrier again. Oh, but it seems like it has a bit of splashback on it. I do gotta fight. This is exactly what we have the crutch items for, though. You don't got jack. I think he's invincible in this form, though. So I just gotta jump over, dodge. Jump over, dodge. And let's not risk this one, shall we? Oh no, here he comes again. Ow. Ow. Oh no, none of that, please. We've seen enough of your acid barrier. Oh! Well, at least 2 down in 1 hour. That was much too close for comfort. Okay, we get the idea. We got Ooh. How's that gonna work for me? Is it offensive though? Oh no, it just straight up happens. Super corrosive barrier melts enemies. Very nice. Alright. I bet it would melt Blockman's blocks, but I still want Blast for that. Let's take on Torch Man. Torch into Tundra. Oh wait, I forgot something very important. That's my crutch items. Well, not least of all since I have 0 lives, so it's best if I just die immediately and get them all back. Wait, what if death reduces the amount of screws you have? Nah, surely it wouldn't be that nasty. Right, likes lab.
Megaman.
Okay, good, it didn't take them away.
Are you sure? Ta-da! Are you sure?
I am absolutely
Are
sure.
you sure? Ta-da! All right. Are you sure? Ta-da! Are you sure? Ta-da!
What else do we get? Eddie dispenses 1 random da 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 da. Oh, you just summon him out of nowhere?
Are you sure?
You know, that could help me in a pinch.
Already. Good luck out there, Mega.
Mystery tank. Using this when your gauges are full will change all weak on-screen enemies into 1-ups. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. Why not? Never know. Alright, thanks for the crutches, now let's go. I've never even seen the Eddie loot boxy thing before. Get my first experience with it today. Oh, jeez. Tight jump right at the start of the freaking level. I'm in Inferno Man world, right? Right, just ignore all. Might be tricky to ignore. Move, move, move. You get out of here. That'll do. Hopefully I don't have to follow you. Oh, jeez. Glad we brought those extra lives. Right, so tsunami wave of fire comes your way. If you get hit, you'll fall into that crap and you'll buy it. Well, it is Inferno Man. No, not Rush Coil. Bouncy Balls. Go. Tell you what, actually my my slimy, acidy thinger will help there. Since it apparently melts incoming projectiles, right? Yeah, just try it. Hope it lasts a while. Uh-oh. Keep moving. Move it! Is it still coming? Okay, then it should be fine. Hey, it's wee spider things again. I might want them dead, actually. They drop nice things for me. Wonder if these things are doing the light up the level gimmick from... Whose stage was that? In Mega Man 2 or 3? I think it was 3. There was a very lava-like level which had enemies that lit it up. No, it was... I think it was Flame Man in Mega Man 2. Let's go, Rush. More lives for more crutching. No, there was no Dark Man in the first 3 Mega Man. Oh, it's a Phoenix robot. It's a very much on fire. Okay. Very much on fire Phoenix. Wonder where the idea of the Phoenix came from. Did someone just see a bird that was on fire? Much needed checkpoint there. I have really got to pull my finger out. That's a third of the time and more gone. And what do I have to show for it? A whole heap of not much. Is it Tsunami again? I bet it's Tsunami again. I just feel like it is. Yep. Let's move. Oh, jeez. It ran out at a crucial moment, I see. Part of the problem is that it needs a moment to activate, so that's not ideal. Right, you just die before you even become a problem. You are about to become a problem, I can feel it. Ah, jeez, let's just ignore you. Go, no, no, go, go. Ah, jeez, Megaman, no! Quit bonking and get up there. Yeah, no access to Wily, not Wily. Light's lab store during all that. Okay, this is getting costly. Then again, it's nothing we're not used to, right? I played Mega Man 2. I know all about Quick Man stage. This is no less unforgiving than that. Jeez, one failed jump and you're out of luck there. Then again, speed gives us a bit of time on that, so maybe I should be making more extravagant use of it. There we go. I want that E, but clearly I don't want it enough. Oh, okay. Is that a tight jump or a rush jump? Wanted that screw. Go, 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 go. Hang on, maybe what you can do is put out their fire and walk on them, and then you'll make the jump easier. Or maybe I'll just rush coil over. Well, that was a mistake. This was a mistake. Mistake that just keeps on giving. We're way back here. Ooh, it's looking bad. Alright, here we go again. Suppose anytime you're not using this, you're wasting it.
Speed gear. Speed up.
Although if you overuse it, it locks out for a while.
Speed gear.
Quit bonking and get moving. Let's go, Rush. Right, perhaps I shall not dispose of you, since that seems to work against me. Couldn't I just jump over you? Just keep you, since being able to see is rather nice. I was hoping one of those would drop a life. Oh, but they respawn. The odds of a life aren't good, but if you take enough shots for nothing, something's bound to produce. They're dropping health, but health I don't need, and not all of my abilities are fully charged. Although there's no guarantee we're even fighting against the main boss here. I'll take one more shot for nothing and then I shall give up. Nice on the screw economy at least. Hang on, I had an ability that would turn all those into 1-ups. Damn it, I can't go back for it, can I? Nope, Mega Man ain't that kind of game. Well, let's hope we run into loads more spiders some— oh, Christ!
Speed gear.
Here we go again! Yeah!
Speed up.
Game of high or low. Right, boss time. Let's take him out in the patented one-shot, because one-shot's all we got.
Perhaps you will be a challenge. Torch Jutsu, the flaming fist.
I have a feeling that the floor is going to be a stage hazard here. Just a feeling, though. Okay, that ain't helping much. Right, I wonder what his super special ability is, though. My bouncy ball's even doing anything. He sure doesn't seem to be taking much damage here. I really do gotta fight. I don't have a lot of these E-tanks, but I sure don't have a lot of lives either. Excuse me, sir? Kicking my ass. Alright, we really can't lose now. Come on, Mega Dork. Right, just gotta land a few shots and we're good. Be gone. Well, that was something. And Ryu went really off the rails there, didn't he? FG says that he never doubted me. Come on now. I can see the sweat dribbling down from the lose lobby. So, Searing Ball into the sky, and then down it goes. So it might be good for getting those higher reaching enemies or jumping over something that enemies have. Right.
The reactor's running unusually well today.
Okay, Mega. Are you sure? Ta-da! Are you sure?
I'm absolutely sure,
Are
Roll.
you sure?
I am getting my ass handed to me in this game, so
Are you sure?
let's leave very little a chance, shall we? I'm here to win.
Are you sure? Ta-da!
What is this thing?
Good luck out there, Mega.
Fall into a pit, he'll fly you out and drift away. Spikes will not deal damage or kill you instantly. Ooh, man, if I could use that in a spiky room,
Are you sure?
I'd be a happy man.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Alright,
Sure?
let's go. Shame on the WAS submitter for not stipulating no light items. Okay, come on. Resty, is that assuming that we only have to fight these 8 stages? Is that ice physics? It is ice physics, everybody's favorite. Can we jump straight out of them? Yes, we can. That's a saving grace of many ice physics. Might screw you over in a lot of ways, but as long as it doesn't... As long as you can jump clean out of it, you tend to be okay. Right, no time to stop and think, only time to kill and keep moving. Rush. Let's go. Not dealing with any of that nonsense, even though there's a small energy pickup for me. This wants me to jump, but I'm not going to do that. I'd rather take a small amount of damage and keep on going. Get me rush, get me health. Let's get going. Yeah, gotta remember the boss rush, and I don't know any of these guys' weaknesses. They certainly know mine though. Oh, it's windy. Alright, let's go then. Let's not fall down into the pits. There we go, pure platforming. My forte... Ah, bollocks, I wanted that. I still want that. Rush! Bad dog. Still bad dog. No, not worth it. Kind of worth it. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Rush. Let's go. Just ignore everything. Keep moving. Kill and keep moving. I didn't even come up with that phrase of my own. I stole it. Stole everything good I've ever done. That almost didn't look like a pit to me. Hoop. Let's go. Gotta move. Oh, that's... I don't even need that help. But I need those screws, always. Just like you stole 2 hours of hell. Come now, I clearly borrowed it, I gave it back. The original owner can use it as much as he wants. Whoever it may be. Hell, anyone can use it, I don't lay claim to any of this stuff. What am I meant to... Oh, okay. That's what I was meant to do there, but... Well, that could be a problem. Okay. I want that. Ooh. Okay, thank God that's over. We're on something of a roll in this level, let's keep the roll going. Although she's back helping Dr. Light. Something that looks like a stage hazard here. Ooh, mind if I do? Now, one of these things has got to deal with these spiky ball things. Don't know what, though. Rush, could we just undo this? Of course we can. That W could actually help a fair bit. I'm gonna grab it. Nope. More nope. I don't want to deal with any of this. Oh, can I activate my spiky boots, please? What do you mean, no? Oh, it doesn't kill. Cool. Oh, God. Fearing over absolutely nothing. Whenever I think or hear of absolutely nothing, I just, oh, give me that, give me that, give me that. I'm not sure if I got the E-Tank, probably not. Whenever I think or hear of absolutely nothing, I just remember Euristo lambasting Dr. Nitro. Not only did you get mad about literally nothing, you then posted about it, got yourself timed out in chat. You played yourself. Right, are any of my moves going to work against these things? Well, that doesn't. That doesn't. God knows if that ever would. Nope. Okay. I forget what works again. I think Cutman destroys them in Mega Man 1. Okay, what the heck? I just need to... Whee! Okay. Not okay. High router bust. The spike boot got used up by falling on them. Oh, really? Well, that does make sense, doesn't it? I wonder if I can use you here. I wonder how much that power gear actually enhances our power by. It's a very devilishly designed enemy, the way that you jump and they stop moving so fast. Certainly threw off Childhood Jake a lot, and has been known to throw off not-so-child Jake either. Or rather as well. Let's go, Rush. No time for any of this nonsense. Be a good dog and get me the heck out of here. Jeez, that's a long way to get back to instant Deathville, isn't it? Right, let's just go running and jumping.
Speed gear. Speed up. Speed gear. Speed up.
I want that. I want that. I want that. I don't want to die for it, but I want that.
Speed gear.
No! Ah, okay. Well, I got it at least. I lost time for it. I didn't get life.
Speed gear.
Screw it, there's no time. But there are screws. Can I have points now, says Nemi Blob. Not until we're done. And not a moment before. Blue's Lobby is always so impatient. Okay, here I was thinking you could just... No, you can walk over that thing. Don't know how safely, though. But don't you normally drop health? I swear every time I've defeated you, you've dropped health. No, just screws. As much as I want the screws, not going back for it. Right, it's this again. Let's go, 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 go. Ah! I shouldn't take the middle part. It's so narrow that you get the head bonk very easily jumping out of that. But that means no life. Well, look, life's the least of my issues right now. I need time. Time to split. So maybe I should use the slowdown there. Seems like a great use for it, just to keep my head in the game. Also, I missed a giant glowing screw there. Okay, not too far off halfway through my timer. That feels about as good as it sounds. Ah, the wind hadn't kicked in yet. Too much hurry, not enough haste. Come on, this is really padding that timer. Very nasty having to do all this before that part again, though. At least you get very good at doing this part. Is ice better or worse than balloons? Oh, ice is better than balloons. But the balloons didn't have such a setback for failure. That's it, ice is getting me slapped silly here. Come on. Jeez, come on! There we go. It's all falling apart here. Gotta get a grip. Right, for one, wait a bit before the wind kicks in. There we go. That's my usual problem. Too fast and too good at the games. So the game tries to find a way to punish me. Right, let's go low. So that we can go still more low. And then actually make the jumps. Simple as. Shouldn't have too much problem just dying on the first round rather than wasting an E-tank. Did he say it's snow time? Right, so he spins, which deflects attacks. He spins towards me. Hey, he's essentially Top Man. Tell you what though, do you hate being torched? Hard to tell. That didn't seem to do much damage, did it?
Now, start the music. I'm like a rose, frozen in ice. Elegance! Dodge if you can.
I'm trying.
Elegance! Look out!
Yeah, I really don't think that's doing it for me. How about some bouncy balls?
Dodge if you can. Perfection!
At least they do the job of hitting him rather than rather than me. But I worry what his super speedy form is going to be. Oh well, fight harder, mega dork. Let's try melting the guy.
Look out!
Well, I mean, if he ever starts using projectiles, this might be useful. Otherwise, I think I might just be better using my powered-up shots like that.
Dodge if you can. Don't blink.
All right, what's your shindig here? I see. God, for someone who's ice, he is a massive flaming piece of work. Right. What's with the dinosaur in the back of that? I sure how that's 4 down. Yeah, 4 down, 3 more to go. Then probably Wily Castle refights, and then we win, right? In under 2 hours. Alright, what happens here? Okay, this seems enormous. Right, great. What is it like?
Doctor, is something wrong?
Yeah, the problem is we have a cutscene, and I have no time. I know how Rush Jet works. Do we get our revenge on Blast Man? I think we get our revenge on Blast Man. The time has come. We're well kitted out, but you know what makes us better?
Are you sure?
Being even more kitted
Are
out.
you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you
There's actually very little reason not to max out my lives from now on.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Okay, great. Wait, you have other things! Recharges weapon, last thing. Oh, that's really good. Do I have a limited amount of things that I can equip? Auto charge? Booster makes shots a little bigger. Hey, I like the sound of that. Speed gear booster. Shock absorber. Energy dispenser. Special bonus buddy calls.
Sure this is what you want? Sure this is what you want, buddy? Sure this is what you want? And there you have it. Part
Okay, but
complete.
do I have to like choose what I equip myself with?
Ah, Megaman!
Okay, Mega.
Tell you what, these were nice. Can I have more of these?
Are you sure? Ta-da! All right.
Yo, Mega, can I interest you in some parts?
An item for master players reduces your energy gauge but makes the ace and hold double gear immediately. Nah, screw that. Less likely to slip. Nah, I'm already used to the ice physics. Right, enough of that. Let's keep moving. 4 more. Wait, 4 more? Let's go. Ah, yes. Those. Out of my way! This ain't a terribly long level, but I'm still a little sore from it. Give me those screws. Decent music, but only decent. By the way, how do I probably should have looked into Rush Jet at least a little bit, but... Gib. I prefer having Rush Coil, the immediately available one. Oh, it's just all one Rush. Interesting. One Rush. Right, now watch this clever thing. Whee! Get spiked that time. Hey, that crafty bugger was able to avoid the spikes. How delightfully rude. Could grab that W tank. Don't really care about W. Alright, you get up and then... I have a funny feeling that does a lot more damage than any of my stuff does. Seems to be the whole gimmick of this thing. Come on. Naytime. I wish, Yoshida-san. The real roller coaster tycoon fantasy. This music's grown on me. Doesn't have that charm that the classic does, but it's still beastly in its own right, I think. Right, you know what? No, not coil. I wonder how I change between coil and jet. Whoa! Not what I expected. Maybe I should have done the tutorial. I thought I'd have full control of Rush Jet, but no. Right, come on. You jump, you shoot, you jump, you shoot, you shoot. And then I just make my way out like a bandit. Be gone. It wasn't the boots there, it was me using the invulnerability frames. Do not be fooled. Can I go for them? No, I cannot. Bollocks. It's alright, I didn't have much life left anyway. Thought I could make a go for the E-tank. I could not. Ah, I bet using your... But using this would be useful. No, not good enough. You gotta get the other trigger. Okay, fair enough. Taking a whole lot of unnecessary damage here, but that's okay. I will survive. Ooh, will I now? Maybe. Get out of here. Christ, Mega Dingus, come on. Sorry, wouldn't mind that. Nah, not happening. Screw this. Right, might as well just die. Because I want to face the boss with all my E-tanks anyway. Oh, right. Right, too much hurrying here, not enough haste. Or the other way around, I don't know how the saying goes. Oh jeez, come on. I can tell myself that, but I have to act on it. We already know how much Bomb Man destroyed me before. This is certainly a cool little sequence, though. Come on. Nah, feeling bad was for yesterday, Nemi Blub. I'm here to win. Right, surely he would not like being set on fire, since his whole premise is explosion, right? So... well, that was effective. Yeah, well, good dodging. Oh, jeez. I had less health than I noticed. That's kind of bad, because I used up a lot of my, my amazing blowtorch, but we got more.
Time to begin the countdown. Explosion is art.
Let's have it. Be gone. Lawless. Except I need to be faster. Now that's the power of exploiting enemy weakness. Of course, if you don't know it, then good luck to you. Right, yes, great. We have Chain Blast. How does Chain Blast work? I wonder if I can hurt myself with it. Ah, too complicated. Right, I bet Fuse doesn't like being exploded, though. At least we're more done than not with the Robot Masters. Let's go. Looks like electricity is going to be the theme of this level. Flashing orange things hurt. I understand. Hey, I remember you from, oh, crikey, what was that stage in Mega Man 3? Well, I remember you. Except you kind of turned on and off there. Hey, it's the bats from Woodman. What the heck are you doing here? Seems a little ill-fitting. No, not Rush Coil. Keep pressing that to change my ability, which is absolutely not what I... Oh, I see now! Triangle brings out Rush Coil. Circle brings out Rush Jet. Very cool. Which I could use here, but I could also not. Instead, we just kill and keep moving, and we realize that we forgot to restock at Dr. White's Emporium. 1, 2, 3... Hey, you can see the bits at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Go, go, go. I want those. Yoink. Ow. Oh, okay. Let's try and do a bit better than that. That was a net loss. 3. And out of here. Too much greed. If such a thing even exists. I only have 4 lives and I have 5 E-tanks, so should strongly consider using E-tanks more. Feels like a Meat Boy level. You know the one. Dark Hell. You gotta dodge those thundering moth things. Man, Meat Boy was brilliant. Well, no, was. Probably still is brilliant. Come on, mid-boss, what are you all about? Shoot him in his speckies. You do gotta fight. Drink up. And get back to work. These cute little eyes show through before it burns to death. Let's go, Rush. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Yoink. Ooh. Double yoink. I always feel you can fire faster off of ladders. Might be my imagination, but it feels good. My imagination, that is. Come on, there's no time for thinking about the patterns. Just move. Poor Sid getting all nostalgic for 2 hours of hell. 100 of those felt like a lot, but we're on 222 of the weekly one-shots. Oh, boss time already, right. No, let's level the playing field. Got him. I bet he doesn't like bouncy balls. There's no way someone called Fuse Man could like bouncy, rubbery balls. Oh, this is really good because he likes to bounce around himself. Jeez, I'm not a big fan of their Super Saiyan modes. Like, what are you meant to do against that? Clobber him with bouncy balls, that's what. Easy pickings. Better start sweating lose lobby. I mean, it's a lose lobby. They sweat just by sitting down. Jake had his brain food this morning. I had my Rice Krispies this morning. Wow, Megaman, you look, splendid. Ooh, okay, that looks very useful. I'll forget about it, but it doesn't matter. Ittle, Ottle, Black, Bottle, Ittle, Ottle, you. Oh damn, I bet Impact would work on Block. No, it's probably the other way around. Blocks would block an Impact, but Block gets blown up by explosions. Hey. There's the real... Oh crap, I didn't use Dr. Wily's... Ah, crap, I need to stop forgetting that. Keeps costing me time, I need my full lives. But I don't want to throw my lives away right now, I've got 4 of them. Not to mention all my E-tanks. Oh well, we just kill, and we keep moving. Give me that. So this is trying to tell me time your shots so you can hurt this guy, but I'd rather just ignore him. I thought these would drop down. Yeah, screw it. Away you go. And away you go. And give me that. Do your boss weapons get powered up by the power gear? No, boss weapons get powered up by the blue thing. The blue drops. What the power gears do, I have no idea. Maybe they make maybe they make that better. Since it is called power gear. Oh, right, no, now I understand what you're asking. Yeah, it probably does power it up. I won't claim to know exactly, but it sure looks like it would. Do I want those? Not really. Whoa, I don't want that. Get out of here. Yeah, I should probably make use of the power gear. Too many damn buttons to remember. L for power gear, R for slowdown, 2 for rush coil or not. I was wondering if that was actually a gust that would push me down. Doesn't look like it is. You know what this feels like? You do know what it feels like. A certain tower. A tower that people like to pretend I'm bad at for some reason. Probably just makes them feel better. There we go. Get out of here. Gotta remember, easy on the lives for this one. I do not need to go easy on the E-tanks. We've got loads of them, but I can't afford to lose my lives, because then I also lose everything else. That is to say, if this is anything like classic Megaman. Get out of here. But give me that anyway. Oh, he doesn't like that. It's okay though. There's one thing I'm good at. It's damn near everything. Get me out of here. Yeah. Okay, let's go. I don't trust that thing. It's gonna hit me. There we go. I'm fine with many things, but one-hit kills I just generally can't hack. Ooh. That's new. I didn't realize that the powered-up shot would make their helmety things come off. But now that I know, I feel unstoppable. I have no idea how close that was to death for me. The thing that just appears in the air there, he was about to blast me off the edge. Fortunately, I'm too good for such minor issues. Oh. Oh, you again. I wonder if you have a weakness. Power seems reasonable enough against you. But I think you have iframes whenever I hit you, so maybe it's better to hit you with powered up power gear. Now or never, what are you talking about, Megaman? Go. Ooh. Oh, you rotter! Give me that. It was a trap. Goodness, those things are a pain. I think they were in some classic Mega Man, but I stopped playing Mega Man after Mega Man 3. I somehow played some 4, don't know how or why. In Mega Man 5 I only played because me and Lucky raced Mega Man. Back in the day. Back in the day when a race meant something. Alright, this needs... that. I would quite like that E-Tank, but I'm not going to die for it. Okay, what's the deal with these things? What do they do? I do not know. Jeez, okay, well, I've learnt something important, that that does not kill. I think that killed in Mega Man 3. You ever tried the Mega Man damage shufflers? No, Monk, I have not. I mean, I like to think I'm experienced with Mega Man, but really, my only experience is Mega Man 1, 2, 3, and a little bit of 4. But I'm pretty good at those. Well, not Mega Man 1. No one in the world is good at Mega Man 1. It's the hardest Mega Man game, and it's horrible. Wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemies. Even Marek, who, let's not forget, lost a bet with me and has to play through Mega Man 2 and 3, volunteered to play Mega Man 1 as well, as part of his own punishment, and I told him, don't do that. Unfortunately, I took don't do that too seriously, and now he's not doing the other ones either. Right, Blockman. I'm going to go on a rampant assumption and think that you will be blown apart by my Tundra Storm. Hell yeah! Your what? Did he say that my face carves itself? Ow. Well, that was unfortunate. Okay, well, I guess I will have to use Sea Blast. No, I could still...
Solid job getting here. You're a few bricks short of a load.
A load? I like the way he runs them. It's kind of comical. Right, you know what, I think I will use this. Seldom get it. Oh wait, it refills all of them. What a waste. Oh well. That's what I get for being unfamiliar. And now I think we want to Sea Blast him. I get past you. You're so big. You're like Riley, you'll never get into Smash. There we go, I'll take care of you. Oh, he's back. You will lose. You must. Easy. Okay. Got precious more than an hour left to go, and we're still not done with the initial robot levels. How does this block dropper work? Is it something I can use to platform on? No, it's just... Oh, it's like fires from the sky. Or flames from sky in,
Megaman.
Are you sure?
Dominions 5. Always on my mind.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Looks like. Are you sure?
Just give it to me, Roll. I don't want to listen to you. Just want my power-ups.
Yo, Mega, can I interest you in some parts?
Lessens the amount you push back. That actually does sound great. Give me that. I still wonder if there's a limit on how many of these things you can have equipped, but
Okay, Meg. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you
yeah,
sure?
give me a couple of these. Actually, give me all of these. Let's go, Impact Man. Your level's a mystery to me, but you still gotta go down. Jings, he's big. It looks like a Chinese knockoff of Optimus Prime. Right, let's go. I got a whole big old win lobby counting on me. They were feeling a bit nervous, and I'll admit they're not the only ones. Because I bet the Lose lobby was nervous in their own way. Not me, of course. I know what I'm getting into here. Bet I could just jump down all of this, but I don't know the way. Probably just a spike or a pit or a spiky pit at the bottom. God, that missed in a bad way. Oh yeah, nothing but pits below. Looked like about 1 in 4 that I would land on a platform. Your shenanigans rockets. Hold on, this is just Guts Man. The same construction site level, the same hard-hatted things, the same guys that are just throwing their picks at you. Whoa, good shot. Probably doesn't appreciate my slander of him or Guts Man. Didn't you play Mega Man X? No, I did not. I never owned Mega Man X. And by the time came when, you know, I had a computer that could reasonably emulate just about anything, I wasn't really interested. I wasn't really taken with the whole increased mobility thing. I think I played the first level of it, that is the tutorial stage, and I was just like, this doesn't feel right. I like my Mega Man stiff, unrelenting, uncompromising. That's how I like my Mega Man. That said, I still like the game. The game's got great music, and it was a real joy to watch. It was Orlov that played it, right? Of course it was Orlov. Our very own princess. Not often we get royalty around here in the channel, but we got Princess Orlov of Brazil. Did a brilliant run of it. Oh yeah, the music's so good. Of course I listened to that remix of... whose stage is it? Shockman or something like that? Do I need to go over here? Down here maybe? Okay, thank God. It'd be horrible if that was just a death trap. I was wondering if those barriers would help, but on closer inspection they are electrified. Ow! Oh, okay, I thought I was being dragged under there, but no. So what am I meant to do? Can I go under you? No, I cannot. You know, this is kind of one of those points where I should probably just make you eat this. It doesn't seem to be doing that much. How about Tundra Storm? Oh, that seems even worse. Blowtorch. That kind of goes up and over. Yeah! How you like that? I know we have the quick switch, but just something about this feels better for me to go to that menu. And I do think that is replenishing. Good. Now, is that a pit or not? Easy now, easy now. He's trying to tempt me out with all these pickups. I will not be tempted. Will be shot, however. Oh, jeez. Calm down there, Mega. Come on, this is what you have all those unfair abilities for. Which I'm refusing to use for no good reason. Get block dropped. Oh, that was a good indicator that block drop is probably ultra effective against our foe here. Seems to be mulching his minions. Well, let's keep using it if it's so good. And then, right, so for you, we blast you back and then pop. Come on, come on, come on. There's no time. And if there ever was time... Jesus.
Can't lose now.
You really can't. Probably better that we just chug another one of these, even though we have loads of lives. Time is my bigger concern here. Ooh, but I want that. I want that. I know it's just greed, but I do want that. No, it's greed. Listen to yourself, Jake. You don't have long. Screw it. Out we go. Wait, was there something cool there? Looked like there was something behind some blocks. I want me some of that though. Rush. Good boy. Denying greed, Jake, that's not like you, yeah. But I don't want losing to be like me. Right, I'm pretty sure block drop is going to ruin your day, Optimus Prime. However, it would be imprudent to start with it. I'll do it anyway, though. Oh, crap. I think it's doing double damage, but it's not good enough. Alright, well, you're out. I bet Blast will work, right? Oh, hell yes! Oh, hell no. Okay. Fine, I can tank him for days. Probably. I hope he likes bouncy balls. As for me, I don't like dying, so let's just keep drinking deeply from that well. Alright, he is long dead. Be gone. Alright, here's hoping it doesn't do that thing Mega Man 3 does with the 4 more remixed stages. Because I ain't got time for that. It's an investment, G-Pick. Turn on power gear for a bigger one. Man, I gotta remember I can use power gear with the special attacks. Keep forgetting that. Alright, fill us in.
Otto, do you have any idea where Wily's gone to?
Nope, no idea. Dr. Light, help me out.
Are you sure? Are you
Just
sure?
tank me up there, Roll.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
I tried to make the roll work when I played Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but
Are you sure?
it just wasn't happening. My brother is a much better player than I, and he just whipped my ass with... What did he use? Ryu, Dark Ryu, sometimes Akuma. Sometimes his own custom character, which was just another version of Dark Ryu. Interesting maths from Recake, the submitter of this, although I do appreciate that Recake actually joined the win lobby. Unspoken rule of etiquette is that if you submit the challenge, you should be in the win lobby. Oh, it doesn't look like a lot of levels. Let's go then. 1, 2, 3, and then Wily? That can't be right. I bet it's 1, 2, 3 refights Wily. Let's go! They're round, but look at the way you stand on them. Look very square. Let's go! As is tradition, the Wily songs must be the best in the game. A lot of tradition in Mega Man. Gotta appreciate this stuff. Come on, let's move. I ain't got time for not moving. Yoink. Couldn't help but notice that I have a significant lack of rush abilities. Oh, I'm getting massive vibes of what? What? Ooh, that's not what I need. But I can use something like that. Right, first off, you're going away. Second off, rush. That's not what I wanted. I want that. Brilliant. Oh god, he's still there. Go away, Rush. I'm gonna regret having used that. Let's go. Oh dear. I hope those things come back. Right, what do we do? Blowtorch you. Dear, oh dear. Stay away. You, however, can be block dropped. Okay, too close. Just take it, move. Don't take that though, move. I am almost certainly going to want to rush. Good, excellent. Do I want that health? Yes and no. I bet it's a trap. Ignore it. No, no, no. Oh my goodness, this classic Megaman thing is back. Okay, I see the pattern. There we go. Of course, that's the nice and gentle one that you get over a nice solid platform. Yeah, I'll probably get the non-gentle version, which is over a whole load of death shortly. You're not so gentle, are you? Can I? Yes, I can. Good. Thunder, go. Brilliantly done. It was actually a lesson I learned from Lucky. Lucky pointed out when I played ActRaiser that I and plenty others weren't using the abilities often enough just from regular schmucks, which is where it's really, really handy. Oh, crap. I thought he'd push me back, but he pushed me forward. And that's pretty bad, because on Wily stages you do not get your ability back. So let's keep Thunder nice and happy, and let's keep Storm nice and happy. You were talking about tradition. I was talking about tradition. Right, it was Thunder that I needed after this. Cool, that works even when he's under his shell. Recht. Keep it moving. Now I still want to Thunder you, and I still want to Mega Buster you. Okay, I hit them both. If I was going to miss one, I wanted to use my T-Storm ability on it. Hop. I do want that. Do not. Oh. Drat. Drat, drat, drat. Come on, Mega. Dropping into pits is feeling pretty traditional here. All things considered, this is a pretty generous block thing. Some of them it's giving you the blocks ahead of time. Getting horrible flashbacks to Lava Stage in Mega Man 2. That was some unrelenting hell. Of course, anybody would just go there using Rush. Because forget all that. I don't trust this. T-Storm. Help a brother out. Alright, what are we thinking here? We're thinking don't get hit, so... Oh, hey, if they just don't want to hit me like that, that's fine. No! T-Storm. Okay. You can get blowtorched away. You get busted away. Now what's coming? We don't know, so let's just embrace the acid barrier. Oh. Close but not close enough. Those lines are dribbling away, I don't like that. Time is also dribbling away. Remember, there are probably refights. There are always refights. Oops. Go Rush. Thunder's cheaper to use, but... you can be gotten with that. Nope, not taking that risk. Down we go with Thunderstorm, T-Storm? Tundra Storm. Right, this time with Gusto. Acid Barrier does help a lot. Kinda makes it hard for me to see exactly where I am, but that's okay. But I certainly want all of this gone, so Mega Bust that. Torch you. Can I torch you as well? That'd be handy. Don't want you hitting me. Ah, he gets rid of that. Okay, never mind. Acid Barrier anyway. Much better. Now let's hope that there's some kind of oh no! Yeah. Okay, thankfully we had the boots of not dying instantly to that. Right, I see it all. Yep, I see it all. Every last drop of it. And what I see is I don't want to deal with any of it. So I won't. There we go. When in doubt, find a way around the problem. I don't use bouncy ball much, so... let's put a tease there. Don't need to waste it though, come on. Good. Bit of a crutch, that. The whole thing about those annoying little hard-headed robots is that they severely limit your movement. Being able to blast them from afar is what you're not meant to do to them. But oh, well, bollocks. And yeah, I see something up there that's trying to make my day unpleasant, so it's going to eat the blitz balls. But I bet they come back, don't they? Maybe maybe no, it doesn't matter. Acid Barrier, let's-a go. What do I do here? I move. God, I had to improvise there, but it worked. Coming up to the end. Let's move it. We got 1 hour to go. Wily needs to die. We've had so many opportunities to kill Wily, and we're just like, no! We can't hurt him. Gotta put him in the easy access prison. Oh no, Yellow Devil! Hands up in chat if you have horrible memories of fighting Yellow Devil. I do not know if he has a weakness. If I had to guess, he doesn't like being exploded, but I think I'll just make do with charge attacks. Hitting power gear doesn't keep my charge. Right, I would rather just take you out in a oneer, so let's go with this. Nah, we'll just do it in the old-fashioned way. What was his weakness in Mega Man 1? Or was it Mega Man 3? I think we fought him in both. I wonder if he's going to do that bouncy way of moving from one side to the other. Excuse me? Hey, what? Oh, I see. One of them has an eye, the others do not. Still, though, that was very nasty. Kind of a nice touch, though. Throwing the unexpected in a boss that we should know inside out. Maybe I could use some kind of incredible thing to hit him with. Thunderstorm seems pretty good for that. Oh, damn. Did that do damage? No idea. Okay, I think that hurt him though. Right, I see it all now. Bring it on. Do your wee jumpy routine. I gotta move for the other jumpies and then hit that last one in the back. Yeah, I got your number. Tricky thing against this boss in the original games was trying to figure out how to kill him as he's actively hurting you. And whenever you fail, it's right back to the start of the level. If I recall your first encounter with this guy, failure just means going right back to the start. Right, out of here, Yellow Devil. Did the window hit the boss is just his eye there. Tip me over and pour me out. The bizarre handle. Right, come on. Hey, Dr. Light, could you...
Okay, Meg, are you sure? Ta-da! Are you sure? Ta-da! Are you
Huh.
sure? Ta-da!
I don't seem to be getting quite as many one-ups as I was back in the day. Not one-ups, screws. Well, let's not waste them then. Come on, have at. Have I even killed one of these things? I don't think so. Looks like the front is shielded, so that'll work. Alright, one charge and a couple of those other things and we're good. Worry not, it's just damage. Oh, it's these things again. Horrible memories of a level long gone. Ooh, give me that though. I see your tricks. Need to get rid of those things so that I can blast you in there. And there we go. Great way to restock on everything, but wait, everything is restocked. Either I already picked up loads of health restore, not health restore, weapon restore, or it restores your... Oh no! Move, Mega Fool! You just be gone. All of you be gone. I got no mega time for this. Yeah, crumbs. It's okay, it's just damage, Mega Man. Tank it all and keep moving. E-tank it all. Come on. Hop. I like the Mega Man thing there. Relevant. Oh, crikey. What else you got for me? Nothing? Good. Oh, right. Maybe I have to actually figure out how these things die. There we go. And under. No, screw it. Just away we go, Mega Man. Go! Ah, this I don't like. Yes, you do, Mega Man. It's alright, we can afford these on tap. But this isn't helping much, so just Mega Buster him to death. Pew, pew. See you. Oh, how about no? How about no? Too many places to be to deal with your shenanigans. Die, give me my health back, and let me through. We've got negative time for this. Under an hour now. Still got Wily levels and doubtlessly the mastery fight. Oh Christ, these things. Oh. That was far less threatening the last time we fought you. Okay. Now, can I just time my jump down here and... No, I just get hit anyway. Let's go. Oh, I don't like that sound. Let's move, Mega Man, move. What? I gotta deal with you while this thing's on its way? Go. Come on. Oh, maybe both the gears share the same cooldown gauge. I hadn't even considered that, but looking at the UI, that would make more sense than what I was assuming. Which is that you could alternate between the two of them at no real downside. Why the spikes? Timed that wrong. Should have been ready with a charge on you, like so. Huh? You still hurt though. Right. What now? Lots of jumping. I can jump. Perhaps too well at times. We cannot. Any help? No, it's the Wily fight. Well, Wily's monsters fight. This is a checkpoint, and I have mucho lives, so I'm not going to use an E-Tank. I'll just see what we're dealing with first. It's a green orb. Hey, we fought you in another Mega Man game. Clearly he took the lessons. Hopefully Wily's weak point is as difficult to find in this as it was in Roll-chan. Well, I'm not lucky, so I think I'll have an easy enough time with it. It's probably the bouncy balls. It's always the ability that you least expect. Ow. How do we deal with you? Ah, that works. I never would have imagined it was shooting the shiny orb. Right, what do we do with you? Bouncy ball? I just want to always believe that bouncy ball is the way forward. Oh, crikey, I'm almost dead. Again. Well, whatever, we have E-Tanks. I actually think it was bouncy ball. He took some serious damage from it. Yeah! Get bounced on. Oh, he's got his own bouncy-like balls. Go B-ball. Jeez, he is licking me. Oh, okay, that hurts as well. On. There we go. Mega Man might be screaming in pain, but his foe is defeated. Go limping back Dr. Light and demand some more crutches. This might be the case, Rest. Screws heavily decrease in volume towards the end. Yeah, so it seemed. Oh, crike, I didn't mean to click on that. Whoa, okay. 8 lives, but 3... Ah, come on. If I can't make do with that, what can I make do with? It might just be that I had a lot of screws because I was replaying levels that had lots of respawnable enemies, which drop just as much as other enemies. Oh, no, I'm gonna really wish I'd dealt with Dr. Light. Okay, let's have at. Some of these we might have to just guess their weaknesses. What was your deal? Surely we can melt ice with fire. It's just that he's going to be a hard as hell thing to hit. Okay. Okay, no, it wasn't that. Bouncy balls? That's another no. Pile drive him? No. Thunder him? That actually seems quite good. Far less nonsense with trying to hit him, but there's also his everywhere attack. Just die, man. Just die. God, I'm glad he's gone early. Gib. Now what? Well, I guess ice conducts electricity, doesn't it? What was your thing? I don't remember anything about you. But I bet acid will work. Because it has to work on something. Evidently not you, though. Bouncy balls, of course. Oh yeah, this was a whole load of nonsense. Oh, okay, just leisurely walking away is his big weakness. Gotcha. But this might end up being the easiest refights I've ever done in a Mega Man. Gib again. Ice is an insulator. Nah, we all know water. They put watery sponges on death row victims' heads to electrocute them faster, right? And ice is just water in another state. What was your deal? Well, we could try iciness on you. Yeah. As we all know, the one who comes out on top between ice and fire is ice. Oh jeez, he is. He's giving me what's for. Oh, well, I am losing now. Chuck that E-tank. Get out of here. Slightly regret using that E-tank, since now that heal is wasted, but probably preferable to dying. Now you died to fire. On top of that, it really does a number on your projectiles. I like that. And if I could take you out before you go Super Saiyan, yeah! Because they seem to be immortal in Super Saiyan mode. Gib, there we go. Let's go. What did Impact not like? He didn't like being blown up, but I feel like he also really didn't like ice. Oh, I'm out of ice. Well... Now, something that worries me ever so slightly is that I don't really know how to get around this. Maybe I need to bait out his big slam attack and get the heck back. No, he just likes to do more of it. Oh right, I see. That other thing makes him move back. That's good. Oh, I'm out of this. Well, Mega Buster. Do gotta fight, come on. Oh jeez. Don't wanna E-tank, don't wanna die either. Oh, okay. Every so often you get what you want out of life. Let's go. We are run dry on T-Storm and Sea Blast. But we have plenty of things that we haven't found a weakness for yet. Right, I suspect that you are Pile Driver. Oh, right, but I need to take care of your shield first. Which I'll probably find as easiest done with this, and then whilst he is vulnerable, Pile Drive! That didn't do anything. Maybe he's weak to himself. He does not appear to be. Okay, he's allergic to bricks. I'll admit, if I got a brick to the head like that, I'd probably have an allergic reaction. Why am I even using this? Crumbs. Ah, crumbs. Right. He gets his shield back, we eliminate the shield in record time, and then we block drop the bugger to an early grave. Be gone. I can rest easy knowing I made the morally right choice with my bets as Nemi Blub. Perhaps. That's what the losers always say. Oh, crikey, what was your... Wait, you're a big inflatable ball, so obviously... Excuse me. No, let's get pile driving! Speed gear and... Oh, crap. I actually need to hit these things. Is she immune to that? Oh no, I'm out of juice. Mega Buster. Oh no, no, not this! What is mortal man meant to do against such things?
Aw, playtime's over.
One to go. We'll have this done in one shot. Right. You are Optimus Prime, and you are weak to what exactly? I think fire did a number on you. That's what I choose to remember. Of course, the first thing he does is just give me a big hug. Oh, I'm not so sure that's doing a lot against him. Well, it's not doing anything anymore. I'm all out. Rubber balls. That looks like a no. I mean, they are hitting, but they're not really doing much damage. Thunder! Right, Thunder hasn't done much for me. He really does pulverize. It's my last E-Tank. Better make it matter. This is not doing a lot to him. Jings, what do I have left? Acid? Oh, right, acid works nicely. Until he does this. Yes, he's saying I am a cat, obviously. Right, be gone. Melt away. There we go. All done. No way, the only item you didn't use in other bosses? Who would have thought? Where's my health? Where's my anything? Alright, Wily, let's go. Oh yeah, CAT, construction equipment manufacturer. I had a really good pair of CAT shoes back in the day. Love those things, but they were long gone. Hey, Dr. Light, I'm a little low on the juice. Alright, let's just seal the deal as cheaply as possible. Oh no 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 no! Not this level again! Crumbs, how do we get out of here? Oh crap. I either die and lose everything or I beat the level again. That can't be right. Stage select. Get me out of here. Whew, okay, that would have been rough. Okay, that seems like a level just there to let you get all your goodies back, but we didn't lose any. I have a feeling this level, this game was made with all levels and then it received a lot of casualization. But maybe hardcore mode does not permit the usables. Or doesn't restore your energies between levels because it seems way too convenient that we get all that stuff back. Come on. Places to be. Move! Oh, I see. The game did mention there are certain bonuses for defeating the levels quickly. If you have a certain item. This looks like a trap. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Has he, like, absorbed the power of the Masters into something else?
Ah, Megaman, congratulations are in order.
Oh, thank you! Card-carrying member of the Win Lobby.
To meet at his, my double-headed
I won't let you get away with all this!
Just try and stop me if you think you can.
Okay.
Scrap you piece by piece.
Ah! A flying Wily machine.
Can't take the heat.
Can those be jumped on? I don't know.
Can't take the heat.
Ah, they can! There we go, that explains it. So we gotta shoot him in the eyes, and probably scoot underneath that. Ouch. Nice of him to give me that hint of in my sights so that I know where to shoot him. Wow, this has got to be the easiest first encounter with a Wily I've ever seen. Until something like this. Ah, right, the floor is moving. That doesn't make my life much easier. Tell you what, those circular beams of death, though, the ones that go round and round, that one shooting towards me right now, what a nightmare they were in the OGs. Ouch. I really can't lose now. There we go. No E-tanks, no nothing, Wily down. Come on, there must be more to it than that.
The time of reckoning has come.
Alright, well, I mean, if he gets a full heal, it's only fair I do as well, right? Okay, this is doubtlessly a moment where he has some bizarre weakness. Oh, that wasn't very bizarre. Not much of a weakness either, though. Get closer, man. I need to hit you with this. Oh yeah, I could power it up, couldn't I? Doesn't seem to be doing that much, though. What about Blowtorch? Yeah, that hurts as well. What about bouncy balls? Wily's one weakness. Inflatable rubber bouncy balls. Got anything else? How about acid? What does that do? Oh, acid does good. Yeah, I really can't lose now. Keep chugging that Mega Juice, Mega Man. Well, it was nice while it lasted, but goodbye acid. Come on all the way over here, and then we just scoot under poorly. And then maybe Sea Blast will help. But to down? Mm-hmm. That's nice, he actually ran into that himself. Is that actually hurting him? Not convinced it is. Block drop. Yeah, that's actually hurting him. There we go. Now, where's the reveal that Wily's an alien?
Give up, Wily.
You leave me no choice. Time for Plan B. Spare me! I'm a helpless old man. Mercy, Megaman.
Enough! You can't fool me that easily.
Drat! But don't act so cocky. I didn't lose to you. I lost to my own technology, my double gear. I'm the greatest. I'm a genius.
My. Will you never learn from your mistakes?
Light! What are you doing here? You plagiarist!
Open your eyes, Wily. Look at Megaman and tell me what you see.
All I see is the instrument of my downfall.
Megaman wields tremendous power, but he has the intelligence to use it wisely. He's your vision and mine combined. If our ideas, our gears, could mesh together, Megaman would be the result. We achieved this together. It's not too late, Albert. Atone for your crimes and join me again.
Silence! My plans have only just begun, you fool! And I won't stop until I see both of you kneeling before me in utter defeat!
Hold it, Wily!
Remember this! Dr. Wily always strikes again! Farewell!
Wily!
My old friend, perhaps our gears will never mesh together.
Doctor, the fortress is collapsing!
Ah! I've been searching all over the place for you!
Ah, Otto! Did you succeed?
All good, Doc. But if you don't mind my saying so, I think it's about time we blew this joint!
Dr. Light, follow me!
Well, that sure looks game, set, and match to me. Didn't even need 3 hours for this, as expected, of the Mega Master himself. Retrospect, would have been good to go through this with a limitation on the buying lives and E-tanks, and probably upping the time limit to compensate, but hindsight is 2020, is it not? In any case, naturally most people backed me, and naturally they get the minute rewards from the people that... So, Eldon, how does it feel to have company in the lose lobby now? Actually, the lose lobby was almost equal in voters to the win lobby. It was 89 to 94. It's just that there were so many more points being spent. In any case, choose outcome. This is obviously victory. Complete it all, and let's see where those 6 million points are going to. If we can get that out. Twitch, come on. Hooray, my points, says King. Yeah. Should have had those points ahead of time for the crowd control. But crowd control is going to be back probably in a week or two to finish that off and maybe have a couple other games. It's too much fun. Alright, enough of that. Where's the prediction stuff? There's the prediction stuff. Here's our big winners. No fewer than 8 people betting the sheer maximum. Grey Void essentially doing the same. So Bane, Kippo, Arthel, Wick, Furfur, Slack, Cylindor, Stability and Void, as well as the minor Mayo. Making the modest wins. Those wins come out of these people. The great collection of bloody loser. I can't believe Ninjin voted against me. Ninjin, it's Megaman. You and I both know Megaman. Tin, Jimmy, CG, and these other losers throwing their points in a donation over to the win lobby. All while I enjoy having played through what was a respectable Megaman. I mean, I'm always going to think older is better, new is bad, right? Nah, nonsense, this is fine. The music was good, just has the discomfort of being compared to old Mega Man tunes. It plays well, handles well, Good game. Oh, and Epilogue.
Megaman reporting home.
Right on time, Mega.
Fantastic work there. Jesus Christ, Capcom. Okay, right, that does it for... Oh, no, more Epilogue.
At the rate we're going, we should have all 8 robots back on their feet by dinner time.
Doctor, did you install Mega's double gear system into auto?
I did. I'll remove it later, of course, just as soon as Auto's done working.
So this is why you came all the way to the Gear Fortress.
Yes. We were able to recover all their primary components, so they should be just like new. It would be a shame to let their talents go to waste when there's still so much good they can do.
Isn't this great, Mega?
You bet.
Otto, you're slowing down. Why don't you pick up the pace?
If I go any faster, you'll be picking up my pieces. Ugh.
Thank you for playing. See you in Mega Man Legends 3. Yeah, thank you, Capcom. In any case, that does it for streams for today, and indeed this week. I will be back on Wednesday with some kind of wild card and some Guild 3, and the long play vote for what the next long play will be, because Dungeon Keeper Deeper Dungeons was smashed to bits just on Friday. So, until then, it's a cheers and a cheerio.